And then maybe the dinosaurs are resurrecting the humans because
Oh, God.
dinosaurs and lab coats.
We've got full circle.
Then Jurassic Park. I might watch another one.
This is the most ridiculous shit that I am picturing in my head right now.
Dinosaurs and lab coats.
I would just like the conversation. Hey, Jimmy. Do you think this is a wise decision? just remake the first movie, but make all the dinosaurs.
I want to see the Jeff Goldblum dinosaur in the sexy pose.
Oh my god. I'm dying.
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR.
Gamers and geeks, welcome to OGGR.
Old Guys Geekly Review, episode 14.
14, that's like 2 sevens.
Yeah, 7 squared.
Wait, so we're double lucky.
Yeah.
Double lucky episode.
Yeah, it makes up for the 13th last week.
Oh, it was still good. Episode 13.
Yeah,
but this one's double lucky.
Yeah.
Double lucky. We got some cool stuff to talk about, and I'm sure we'll have some laughs along the way. So, gamers and geeks, we are here to give you your weekly news for all things geekery.
Yes.
I'm here with my I'm here with my amazing buddy Nick, who is just somebody I like to have around and hang out with.
JD is the only person that I will ever hear something like that from. Besides my cats and my dogs.
The cats. That's what you pretend they say when they.
Well, yeah, when they want food and stuff, they really like me. They come around to me.
Like me.
Yeah. So how's your week been treating you?
Other than the fact that I think I pulled a muscle from laying rock the other day. So when we first moved to Montana, Sarah took every book known to man with her. And a box of books is a heavy thing.
Mm-hmm. And
so I ended up pulling a muscle in my chest while moving around one of the books, and I thought I was having heart attacks for like a year.
Yeah.
Because it was there, and I was having, and it takes forever for that to heal, and through a lot of medical exams and whatnot, it wasn't heart attacks, it was just a pulled muscle.
Yeah.
And so I think I irritated it when I was hauling rock the other day to do some landscaping. But other than that, things are great.
It's the curse of being an old guy.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
Things break, they don't heal fast.
Yeah.
The old guy whoopsie show.
Yeah. I had a funky batch of meatballs.
Oh.
That's just been wreaking havoc on my insides for the last couple days.
For some reason, I'm just hoping that's a euphemism.
Yeah, it is. No, we bought Costco meatballs, put them in a crock pot, and then dumped God, what was it? The garlic parmesan sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings all over them.
Okay.
And heated them up that way. 0 of 10. Would not recommend with my experience with
on the recommend. Now that I'm borderline diabetic, so I've got to watch things. There is a no sugar Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah,
it's actually pretty decent.
Is it?
So I'm happy about that.
Okay. Yeah, I like the what was it, cookies, but I think that's kind of a Midwest thing. Cookies barbecue sauce.
Never heard of it.
Oh man. Yeah, you don't know what you're missing.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I hear you do some good barbecue in the Midwest.
Yeah. Well, other people do. I don't. I'm not. My grill game isn't strong. Yeah, I've failed in the old guy category in that department. But we got decent barbecue.
Well, let's get into some geekery.
Yeah, we're going
movies.
Yeah, movies.
Movies.
All right. So what? God, man, I got a lot to go through.
Yeah.
So I watched the Munsters.
Okay, yeah, I still haven't seen it yet, but I've heard a lot about it.
Okay, so last week I put it in the TV category because for some reason I was thinking it was going to be a series.
Well, it originally was a TV show, so there you go.
Yeah, turns out it was a movie. It's been a long time since I've watched the show, and I'm talking maybe 30 years. Yeah. Laying on my stomach in my grandparents' house on a TV, watching it at Nick and Night. Just feels like a more updated version of what I watched as a kid. It's definitely got Rob Zombie's style to it. Like the colors in the show reminded me of like his album covers from way back in the day. Maybe even today too.
That's what I've heard. Is it pays a good homage to the TV series?
It does, but I feel like that sort of comedy and stuff works better in a 30-minute format than more of a a feature film format.
I can see that.
It got a little like I was digging it a lot at the beginning, and it's weird to see all those actors from like his 31 and the Devil's Rejects and stuff playing in roles
And
like
his
this.
wife plays Lily, right?
Yeah. God, where was I gonna go with it? Yeah, it's just
Talking about
different.
comedy.
Yeah. So, I was really digging it at the beginning. Towards the end, it just felt like, oh my God, it's got to be over. The end's got to be coming. So, if you like that sort of thing, I'd recommend you checking it out. Maybe split it in 2 parts. give yourself a break.
So, like some things people are saying need to be movies, this needed to be a TV series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's I would say that. Yeah, it seemed like a couple different episodes mashed up into a movie.
Okay.
And do you want me to keep going with the next thing I
Do
watched?
it.
All right, Blonde. Okay, so I'm just gonna. This movie
So
got
the NC-17 Netflix Marilyn Monroe.
yeah.
Okay.
So I did
Blonde.
this one different.
Okay.
Okay, I wrote the review as I watched it.
Okay.
I figured since it was a 14-minute standing ovation at the film festival where it debuted, I was gonna try to give it my best.
Okay.
So if you hear anything you want to talk about, you just buzz it. All right, you did me,
Okay.
do your air horn, your vocal air horn. Okay. So
I'll do the Final Fantasy level up.
There you go. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it how I wrote it. Okay. So before I start the review, I really know nothing about Marilyn's real life. Just random pictures and video clips I've seen over the years. Is really the only exposure I've ever had to her. Okay, and also I took a different approach and wrote these notes as I watched the film. The first shot with Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe, I could tell she definitely nailed the look. Like that's 100% she nailed it. There were some pretty graphic scenes depicting child abuse, damn near murder, which is kind of hard to watch for me. And I feel like I'm pretty desensitized, but it was pretty hard to watch. Awful lot of nudity, which I expected. Scenes of rape and some trippy sex scenes within the first 45 minutes, which I really didn't expect some of that. Okay, all right, here we go.
Yeah, I kind of expected that from the movie in the sense that if they did the Marilyn Monroe sex symbol, everything is good, it just wouldn't have been a very interesting movie. It could have been like a light documentary if they just talked about her sex appeal, what she was famous for. Mm-hmm. So I kind of expected with this movie that they would get a little dark. So it sounds like they did.
Yeah, it definitely got dark. So all right. So around the hour point, I was wondering how accurate the movie was to Marilyn's life.
Okay. Yeah, that was my follow-up question.
Mm-hmm. It's not historically accurate, but since it received
wait a second. So they did drama for drama's sake, and it wasn't even real?
So okay, so I looked into it, and I know this is further on. Oh yeah, here we go. It was a journey into her psyche. So that just it's interpretation of the writers and the director.
Man,
which just sullies it for me.
Yeah. When you're basically pulling extra drama out just for the sake of drama, then it's that belittles people who have really gone through that kind of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And it I don't like that.
Yeah. Let's see. A movie about Marilyn Monroe could definitely be historically accurate and entertaining, just based on like she was a celebrity. There was a lot of controversy and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So, at the halfway point of the movie, which was about an hour and a half, I think the movie's runtime was about 2 hours and 47 minutes. You just they just painted her as a piece of meat with a massive amount of mental problems, insecurities, and equal amounts of daddy issues sprinkled on top. And it's probably from the years of abuse, both emotionally and physically, as well as being abandoned, which they covered pretty thoroughly throughout the movie.
Yeah.
If this was the goal of the movie to paint her in that light, they definitely did a great job. There is some silver lining there. I like. It really kind of opens your eyes to how women were treated back then, and then
Sure, yeah.
and like I told you earlier, I felt guilty about some of the comments I make about CGI She-Hulk, which maybe I don't know if I'm going in the wrong way there or what, because I know CGI or I know She-Hulk is more than just her CGI. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm not.
there's a lot to unpack there and a lot of questions. I mean, just because She-Hulk is a fictional character,
Yeah.
and historically she was definitely portrayed as a sex symbol.
Yeah.
So noticing that she's a sex symbol, is that really a bad thing? Yeah, that's.
I'm wondering
yeah.
if I've lived my life completely wrong.
Yeah.
Well, here we'll move into something a little bit more in the creative department of the movie. A lot of switching between the ratios, the aspect ratios on the movie, between
Interesting.
4:3 and 16:9, which,
Okay.
if you guys don't know, it's square and widescreen.
Was it like the old stuff was the square because that's how TVs used to be?
I was
or-
trying.
Oh.
trying to figure it out. I was
Huh.
thinking maybe the 4:3 was sadness, and when it went to
Okay.
widescreen, it was 16:9, and it was happy. But no,
Interesting.
it didn't seem like there was a method to the madness at all. They also did it with black and white and color. Overall, there were a few powerful scenes where like the switches in the black and white and color, or the aspect ratio, really, power. It really emphasized
Okay,
the
yeah.
powerfulness of the shot. But
But a lot of it just seemed to come off as gimmicky.
yeah, and in those shots, I feel like it took away from the parts where it worked really well.
Oh, yeah.
It was tough to make it through the whole movie. I feel like if maybe an hour of it went to got left on the editing room floor, it would have been a lot better movie.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna rush through the rest of this because there's still quite a bit of notes.
You were like a man with a mission. You had a job to write a review, and you did.
Yeah, there was. Oh my god. Okay, so I swear to God, if I hear a grown lady ever say "daddy" again, I'm probably gonna barf my ass off.
Okay.
That was, my god. It was just the worst. Daddy all the time. She called all of her husbands, all of her lovers, daddy. And just cringy, cringy daddy type. I don't know.
Daddy.
And I still had an hour and a half of them, or an hour left in the movie when I started feeling that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Uncomfortable time for all. All right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, and I closed it up with I think Anna de Armas is just incredibly stunning.
Sure. Yeah.
As an actress, I think she's one of the most beautiful ones that we have in today. In current times. But my God, this movie had way too much nudity in it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I got tired of seeing her nude, and this comes okay. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, I am an artist who loves drawing live nudes.
Sure. Yeah.
And in fact, I've taken classes to do so. I paid to draw people nude.
Yeah, and after an hour, you were done.
Yes.
Wow.
This movie just way too much nudity, and I don't know how that's gonna come off to our fans.
Well,
or whatever.
I think that's just another symptom of them playing up the drama more than necessary.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Marilyn Monroe walked around nude all the time.
Yeah.
At least not in public.
Yeah, I get the whole art. You know what? I don't know. It's an independent, artsy, supposed movie. It got a 14-minute standing ovation, which I have no idea how it did, because I just did not enjoy quite a bit of it. If it definitely earns the NC-17 rating. There's a certain part in there that I didn't even put in the review that was hard to watch.
It sounds like the wine phenomenon, where a lot of people will say wine is good because it's
aged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's not.
Yeah. It's toe juice, and everybody fucking knows it.
Yeah. Yeah. And aged wine is not a good thing.
No.
I think the ideal peakness is only like 2 years, but you get people who are like, "Ooh, this is a 50-year bottle of wine. It's going to be amazing."
Yeah, it's because the
it's going to be vinegar.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. I don't like wine. Period. So that all of that is lost on me. That is my review for Blonde.
Okay.
If you're super interested in Marilyn Monroe, I guess watch it, but don't go into it thinking it's going to be historically accurate representation of her life.
Yeah, and a dramatized, depressing sense of representation as if it's real just kind of irks me. It rubs me the wrong way as far as
like
it takes it away from people who've actually gone through those kind of experiences.
Right. Yeah, and it's different. I feel like if we were going to do a movie based on your life or my life, a lot of it is going to have to be made up just because.
Oh, I don't know about you.
I can speak. I can speak for my.
My life would make an amazing movie.
I'll speak for myself. I know that my life would be boring as hell on a big screen. So there would have to be an awful lot of creative liberties taken to make it entertaining.
Yeah, my life would definitely be NC-17. Absolutely.
Mine would be just general audience. Yeah, there's nothing very fun about my life, except for the language. I guess maybe.
Oh yeah, the language.
Rated R. Yeah, just because I say
PG-13.
Yeah. Well, no, I say the F word quite a bit, and I can only have one of those in a movie, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's the Blonde review. You did you watch anything?
I tried to watch Maverick the other night, but I couldn't. I'll tell you about that later.
All right.
As far as movies go, yeah, I did not really watch anything on the movie front. I got some news about the box office.
Well, I got one more thing that I watched.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Barbarian.
Okay. Oh yeah, Barbarian.
Yeah, I got to. So I went to see it in theaters to hang out with my daughter because she never really, she's got a boyfriend now. She's 16.
Yeah.
Doesn't really want to hang out with me too much. So when she does, I jump over, or I jump on the
little daughter daddy time.
Don't say daddy, please.
Verboten.
No more daddy ever.
Okay.
So we could choose between Bros, Smile, and Barbarian.
Okay.
So after watching all the trailers, ultimately I decided to go with Barbarian.
Okay.
Because the Smile trailer made me feel like it was going to be like The Ring. Or It Follows, just kind of following those footsteps. Yeah. So we chose Barbarian.
Barbarian, yeah.
Okay. It had a solid trailer. Probably out of all three of them, I think that was the most solid. Trailer was a little bit more misleading because like the whole entire trailer takes place within like maybe the first 20-30 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
And if it just stuck to that, it would have been amazing. But it just
I do think it was the #1 in theaters like 3 weeks ago. But it's been slow. September was really slow.
Okay. Well, let me just ask you this. You see this nasty bog monster type deal.
Okay. Nasty bog monster. I'm down for that.
But boobies hanging out.
The shambling mound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
She looks humanoid.
Okay.
Zombie-ish, I guess, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would
you drink from her breast or from a frickin' bottle full of her breast milk?
Is this before or after I got laid as a teenager?
Probably after.
Then probably not.
Okay, well you won't make it. You wouldn't make it. Even if you answered yes, if you didn't enjoy it, you probably wouldn't make it either.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody says it's meta. It knows what it is. It makes fun of itself. It just seemed like it was, and the majority of the reviews online say the same thing. It just pulls ideas from a bunch of different horror movies and mashes them together. And I feel like it would have been. It's just not my cup of tea.
Sure.
If it would have just
offered
stuck to a few,
unique.
like if you would have not put the breast milk drinking in there at all, it would have been fine. But got it. It was a movie
Well,
about.
and watching that with your daughter, I'm sure was a little uncomfortable.
Oh, we were giggling our ass off.
yeah.
There were seven. No, there were 5 people in the theater with us. Another couple. Oh, I shouldn't say another couple. It was me and my daughter, a couple to the right of us, and a motherfucker that had to sit right next to us again. In a theater where you get to choose your own freaking seats, he sits right next to us.
When Nick doesn't want to have appeal to other people, that's your curse. Is you're appealing. People want to sit beside you.
I just like boundaries, dude.
This guy's gonna be funny as hell. Let's sit beside him in the theater.
Oh, if people do that and there's a crap load of open spots, I have no problem ruining the experience for them to teach them a lesson. You might be comfortable sitting next to somebody and actually choosing a seat. Like, oh, I wonder who's gonna sit here. Let's find out. That ain't me. And it never will be me.
Well,
I like my space.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Barbarian. Didn't like it.
Okay.
I will never see it again. Apparently, it was written by one of the guys from The Whitest Kids You Know, or directed by the guy, which is a comedy sketch show.
Okay. The only thing I'm thinking more uncomfortable than the theater seating is the fact when you've got like 10 urinals and it's just you and one other person. The other person decides to
yes, yeah, what
right beside you.
What kind of cogs are moving in your head to make you make a decision like that? But anyway, Barbarian has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a pretty good score, but there are plenty of things that have that score that I didn't like. So
yeah, I mean, Willy's Wonderland had a pretty high score when I watched it at the time of watching. I think it was in the 80s or something. And if you don't know what that is, it was the Nicolas Cage movie based on like Five Nights at Freddy's. It was bad. But anyway, that's really all I've watched this week. Cool. If you're looking for scary movies, I'd recommend watching like The Black Phone or something like that. I feel like that was way better done. So let's hear from you. What do you got?
Well, the box office coming up. Let's talk about this weekend. So this weekend, second week for Avatar. So it made like almost 60 million globally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably a pretty good indication that it'll do well. I don't think it'll be the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah.
But it should do well in theaters when it hits later. We've got coming up Amsterdam, Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've been seeing a lot of marketing for that.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be the big one for this weekend. Mm-hmm. And then kids book movie, Lyle, Crocodile.
Oh, God. Yeah, I ain't even heard of that one.
Yeah, so that's what we've got coming up for movies. Still very, very slow for theaters right now.
Mm-hmm.
Smile did take the #1 spot.
Yeah, I probably should have went to see that. And the advertising for that was pretty next level. Apparently, they snuck people in with Smile shirts and had them smiling all creepy in the background of like sports events and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, a lot of viral marketing there.
Well, that's the trick these days.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't pull the most money per theater. That actually goes to number 6, Ponyan Selvan, which is I think an Indonesian movie, but that brought in a little bit more per theater.
Okay.
And it was showing in 500 theaters. So, yeah, Smile. That's kind of the news at the box office right now.
All right. You got any news for what's coming up or anything?
Just those 2 for the weekend, Amsterdam and Lyle, Crocodile.
All right. I got Lifetime is wasting no time making a Gabby Petito movie.
Who's Gabby Petito?
Okay, she was on a van life road trip with her boyfriend out of Florida. And she ended up getting killed up here. We were in the park. We were in Yellowstone the same time that they were.
Oh, them. Okay. Yeah.
And then, just too soon, Lifetime. Too soon. Everything's better with bacon.
Like that's a life philosophy right there.
Including the new Beverly Hills Cop movie with Kevin Bacon. You like what I did there?
6 degrees of bacon, you'll never get it cooked. It's not near hot enough.
Yeah. Armor Wars is going to be a movie now.
Yes, that was exciting news. I hope that it spurs a day and date release for theaters and movies. I really hope they keep it as it's going to be on Disney Plus at the same time they put it in movie theaters. I really think Hocus Pocus, which I did watch, that's a movie I didn't talk about that I watched. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and which was nice. It was definitely a nice homage to the original. But I think Hocus Pocus 2 would have been a great one to do both in Disney Plus and theaters at the same time.
Yeah.
I bet it would have been the top grossing one for even if it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I actually really dug that movie. I feel like it was a great success to the first one. It had tear-jerky parts in it. It was entertaining. It was funny.
Yeah.
Everything I expected.
It was a good, solid movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, I mean, didn't break ground anywhere, but it was fun.
Yeah, good follow-up.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis signs his rights over to a deepfake film company to have his first to be the first celebrity with a digital twin.
Yeah, this is interesting news.
Well,
okay.
Hold on.
There's a caveat.
Yeah.
All right.
A representative of Bruce Willis says that he did not sign his rights over to have a digital clone made. So, no idea where it's going from there.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I wrote the note. I must have been feeling pretty snarky at the moment. I said, "So, hey JD, do you think we made the right choice reporting all the geek news with all the BS out there?"
I tell you, it's a minefield of news. You go on the internet and you can't believe half of what you see.
Yeah. Which is really sad, but it's the world we live in.
But I do see, if Bruce Willis isn't the first, I mean, James Earl Jones just signed over his voice. Honestly, if you're at the end of your career, which Bruce Willis's career is obviously over at this point, more or less, and if you can retire and make a bunch of money on your likeness and have your legacy continue on in a digital format, why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, you could provide for your family for generations.
Yeah,
even after you're gone.
Exactly.
Also, the upside to it, there's downsides.
Sure.
People alive today wouldn't get their opportunities because they'd be losing now to something that's fake.
Yeah.
Or not fake, but no longer with us.
They would be competing against engineers, digital people. So actors would be competing against a digital format, which they are now, kind of anyway. Yeah. It's just that they're not digital actors; they're digital creations. Anything you would see that's a digital creation, actors are already competing against it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's uncharted territory. Yeah. There's a new American Pie movie in the works. I feel like times have changed, and I feel like that franchise should be kind of left behind in the dust. If you were to watch them, like we watched them recently, and it's kind of, I don't want to say appalling, but it's just behavior I would frown down, and I would frown upon it if I came across it.
It was the beginning of Jackass and everything else along those lines. Ben Stiller and just a lot of kind of crude humor was getting its roots at that point.
Yeah, but I'm also living in a post watched Blonde world now. Yeah,
so you were more aware.
Yeah. Let's see. Community movie is officially in the works at Peacock. Thank God. Okay. Finally. What did they say? 5 seasons of a movie? 6 seasons of a movie? I don't remember how many seasons and what.
I don't know.
I've only seen the show completely through once, and I dug it.
I've only watched like the D&D episode.
That's a good episode.
Yeah.
Now You See Me 3 is in production. If you don't know what Now You See Me is, it's a heist movie with magicians. And it's actually pretty good. I liked them for as far as movie goes. That's all the movies I got, all the news I got. But you also said something about you started watching Maverick.
Oh, we'll skip that. I'll tell you in the after credits.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's move on to television.
Television.
All right. Where do we start with TV?
We gotta do She-Hulk.
Well, yeah, we've been starting with She-Hulk. So we had episode 6. Yeah.
Was it 6 or 7? Oh my!
It's the it's the one with the yurt.
Yeah. It's the support group.
Yeah.
God, now I don't know. We'll have to correct it next week. I'll have to write it down. Episode number. Anyway, I
I think it is 7.
The one
think
thing
it
that
is.
stuck out with me the most in this episode was that parole officer.
Oh.
He had LaCroix in his fridge. And judging
Oh.
by the color of the box, it was hint of lime. And LaCroix sucks. And I just want everybody to know that.
Maybe he's going to be like one of the little Hulklings or something. Maybe he's the mastermind behind it all. He's the mastermind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so She-Hulk is no Daredevil again,
Mm-hmm.
which it still cracks me up that they knew that people would be all excited about Daredevil and teased him, and obviously he's probably going to show up,
Yeah.
but
Well,
but he's not going to be nearly in as many episodes
Yeah.
as they were teasing.
Mhm.
So it still kind of cracks me up that it's like that, and I love the whole dynamic of they pulled some of the absolute bottom tier, not class B, not C, like D-list characters to put in this thing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got a kick out of their interactions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually watched this on the same night that I did watch Blonde and the Munsters. I watched like 6 hours of content that night.
Dang, man.
Yeah, and this brought me the joy that Blonde sucked away from everything else.
She-Hulk is just fun.
Yeah,
Love
it. Yeah. I don't want to give away too many spoilers because I feel like you should watch this, so I'm not going to spoil it within the first week. We'll probably talk about it more in depth after all of it airs.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. It's good. Just watch it.
Still fun.
Yeah.
Just a fun episode.
Yeah, just watch it. Watch She-Hulk. Don't drink LaCroix.
We had a very, very dark episode of House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like what the third time Games of Thrones has pulled this BS.
Yeah.
Where they've had just absolutely dark episodes, and admittedly, it's people who have cheaper TVs.
Oh, cheaper TV.
I think.
Without HDR?
Without probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
HDR
know.
is high dynamic range.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Local dimming LEDs, you ain't got them.
Yeah, so if you're like a normal person and have like a normal price TV, I'm sorry, but Game of Thrones is just not for you.
Yeah.
The creators say, you know what? It's artistic decision.
Yeah. Turn your gamma and your brightest up,
Yeah.
and just bleed out all the whites on the TV so you can't really make out anything.
I know, it's just a big blur.
Yeah.
And as far as creative license goes for these things, I'm like, that would be like me just painting a canvas black and sticking it in a gallery and saying, hey, it's my creative license. It's art.
Yeah, you guys don't see the entirety of all of history in this painting.
Look at the depth of this painting. Yeah. So whatever.
I got to talk about Rick and Morty for a bit.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that a fortune cookie could ruin your life if you take it seriously?
Oh my God.
If you
So complete tangent, but we bought at World Market. We found these unfortunate cookies.
Oh God.
That were Halloween inspired. With bad fortunes in them, and Sarah's had a ton of fun passing them out at work.
I might need to go give me some of those.
Get you some unfortunate cookies.
Yeah. Oh man. God. Okay. I'm gonna just tell you that Jerry gets a fortune cookie at Panda Express,
Oh,
and it just
okay.
starts out funny as hell because just Jerry.
Jerry being Jerry.
The fortune tells him that he's going to sleep with his mom, and he takes it overly seriously. And the episode just is one of the more funny ones I've seen in a long time. So check it out if you're a fan of that. It was a good time. It more than made up for pretty much even the incest baby episodes of last season.
That one has scarred us. We're still mentioning it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
The incest baby.
Yeah. God. Yeah. Have you watched anything else?
What did I watch? I watched Andor, which continues to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I suggest any Star Wars fans, the Star Wars community, I'm surprised is split on this, but I think it's an amazing show. If you're looking for something a little more mind driven, not flashy power stuff, then this is definitely it. It's definitely a spy movie.
Yeah, a lot of
Spy
people.
TV show.
Yeah, a lot of Star Wars people that I'm friends with that I went to college with and stuff. They're saying that it's boring and like they've fallen asleep and
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
yeah. So I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, and there's an awful lot of content we got to cover, and I feel like I did my part this week.
Yeah. Yeah, Andor, I'm loving it,
Mhm.
but yeah, it doesn't have the big battles. It doesn't have lightsabers, but I love it. I think it's probably the best Star Wars. So
Yeah. Anything else you watched?
just anime.
All right,
Anime.
let's hop into the news. So I got a few pieces of news. Mythic Quest Season 3 starts, or is coming in November 11th.
Cool.
And if you're not familiar with Mythic Quest, Rob McElhenney, and I probably butchered that last name.
Rob Mekahini Ho.
Yeah. He's from, let's see, Always Sunny. He plays Mac
Okay.
in Always Sunny. And he's a game developer, works for a game development company. It's pretty funny. I haven't watched all of the second season yet, just because I kind of got to be in the mood for it.
Okay.
And then Rings of Power Season 2 has started production in the UK.
Okay.
That is it. So let's move on to anime.
Yeah. Well, we do have Pennyworth coming up as far as new shows go.
Oh,
So the third season
Oh,
of Pennyworth is coming up on
Is that
HBO.
Batman?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Alfred.
Alfred. What did I couldn't think of the name. Albert Pennyworth.
Alonzo Pennyworth. All right, going into
Right.
anime.
Anime.
I watched a lot of other than like the new stuff. As far as the old stuff, finishing up the dubs. I watched "Don't Hurt Me, My Healer."
Well, that's just bad healing.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's a straight up comedy, and the best comedy that I've seen in anime recently is Sleepy Princess and the Demon Lord's Castle. And the comedy from the previous season, which I thought would be really good, which I liked the sub and I thought it was pretty hilarious. The vampire dies in no time. The dub actually ruined it because the dub was bad compared to the sub, and normally I really enjoy the dubs. This one was exactly opposite. I saw the first episode and I didn't think it was going to be very good when I watched the sub,
Yeah.
but the dub is so much better that it really brings the jokes home and stuff, and it's a very funny, silly kind of humor. And so, Don't Hurt Me Healer. She plays herself off as a healer, but she's really a necromancer.
Okay.
But
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, but nothing is like said that she's a necromancer. It's just all of her healing things are curses, and it's pretty silly. It's
Yeah.
pretty silly. So definitely enjoying that one. If you want a good anime comedy, I do suggest that. Try that one out. As far as like anime that has, let's see, let's review some of the anime that came out that we talked about. So let's start with My Master Has No Tail, and first episode it came out. It's decent. It's on High Dive, and it's basically historical fiction, so it's okay. Spy Family, second part is going to be even better than the first part.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely that is a great one. Catch that one out. Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, had me in tears.
Yeah.
I was crying because it was such a, and it wasn't even episode 1, it was episode 0. So it was like a prequel to where the TV show actually starts. And I'm watching the sub because it's just the brand new stuff.
Well, you said they weren't going to do a dub of this one, right?
That's what it says. And what it says and what might actually happen can be different.
Yeah.
But the news is currently it's not getting a dub. We'll see what happens. But that first episode was very powerful, very powerful, and I didn't expect to like that one a lot, but first episode really kind of changed my mind. And something for us harem anime people, Beast Tamer is definitely going to be a fun one to watch. I'll probably continue to watch that one.
Okay.
And there was a couple others that I watched, but we may talk about those when they come back around for the dub. But I'm going to play a little game with Nick.
Uh-oh.
So we've got some more anime coming out this week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a picture, and he's going to tell me what he thinks this anime is about. And then I'll give you the lowdown.
Okay.
All right, so here's the first one up.
Okay. So we got, well, there's more than one guy, so it might not be a harem. Okay, I'm going to say fantasy. Looks like they're heavily into produce. So Probably like a farming fantasy type anime.
So this is I've somehow gotten stronger when I improve my farm related skills.
Okay.
So it's going to be a probably an OP overpowered anime with some slight harem tinge to it, I believe. So
Okay.
yeah, so that should be interesting to see.
I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, you were pretty good on that one. Pretty good on that one. Here's one for you.
Oh god. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got a girl with sword. Guy. Okay, so that's definitely harem. Only one dude, way in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's kind of more. He's not as dominant of a character as the other female. Yeah. It's okay. So fantasy harem.
Yeah, this is Immoral Guild, and it's basically so the guy who runs the guild sends out all these girls as bait to draw out the tentacle monsters.
I can watch this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a fun not hentai, but certainly a little risque with the tentacle monsters and slimes and all that.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself watching that one.
Yeah.
I like this game. The Human Crazy University.
All right, so this one has
crap.
a title on it.
Giving me Rick and Morty vibes. Some old school animation vibes for anime with the guy right to the neck.
Yeah.
We got a like Sharknado thing happening over here. Plane crash, Final Destination. Dude, I have no idea about this
I know.
one. So,
So
we're
this
gonna
is
say, we'll just say supernatural type investigation club in a university.
Yeah, and you got that little airplane over there. Yeah, it's probably going to be absolutely silly, called the Human Crazy University, and it looks like it's going to be just wacky as hell.
Yeah, that's gonna be real wacky. Which sometimes they're good if they're like Excel Saga. I love wacky stuff like that.
All right, here's another one coming out this week.
All right. Oh, what is that? Is that a sewing gun? No, that's a drill. Is it a drill? I don't know what. Okay, well, maybe I'm getting hung up on the wrong thing. I have no idea.
This anime is about a girls' after-school club called Do It Yourself. So it's a bunch of DIY after-school girls doing their thing. Probably a slice of life, kind of just what do you get into when you're making your birdhouses and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of bandages on these girls. Like they.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably a clumsy one.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So do it yourself. Do it yourself. There's another good.
I'm not sure I would. Not sure that one.
Right.
Just.
Will you watch this one?
God no. No. God, it reminds me of like older anime, like Vampire Hunter D-ish, and Revolutionary Girl Utenya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is definitely shoujo.
Yeah, I don't.
Not shonen, which is not your thing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is the Bibliophile Princess. So if you're looking for a girly anime about a girl who reads a lot and has romantic intentions for other pretty guys, then that one's something you might want to check out.
Yeah.
And here's the last one. Will you watch this one?
Ooh. Okay, we got Panda, which I like already. We got many girls in maid costumes, which I like, but also they're holding a gun, so I don't know. One of them's holding a gun, one of them's holding a plate with it looks like a dessert on there. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, this is Akiba Maid War. So, if you want your maids to be armed and dangerous, this is definitely for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to cover for this week. There's going to be another round next week of what is this, and will Nick watch it?
I kind of like this new segment. Should we move into video games, or you got more anime?
Yeah, that's all we're going to cover until next week for anime.
All right, let's move into video games.
Video games.
All right, so I have actually been playing something quite a bit.
Okay.
Cowabunga Collection.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Finally. That first NES game that enraged all of us still is enraging. Yeah, still just
you sent me
bad.
a text where you were so hopeful for like a cheat code for that thing.
Well, they have the rewind button, which has been just so freaking helpful. I have never made it that far in the NES game, so I'm thankful. I'm super thankful for that. Not sure I'm gonna platinum it. I played a lot of these games. Most of it's just for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I feel like every once in a while, you need that. You need a nostalgia trip.
Oh, absolutely. I've been all about the nostalgia this week, getting my
yeah.
Atelier stuff and Disgaea and my Neptunia, Hyperdimension Neptunia games, getting those back in the catalog.
Yeah, you've been dropping some quiche.
Some of them are getting expensive, and I wanted to have them in the collection since it sounds like not many of them are going to show up in. We talk about archiving a lot, and I don't think many of these are going to get archived in the PlayStation tier program.
Yeah.
So,
next week actually starting pretty soon. I'm going to start my journey through the whole Arkham series to get ready for Gotham
Knights.
Yes. But that's it. What have you been playing?
I played DioField Chronicle, which is kind of an updated Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, how you like them?
Good. I did get to a part that frustrated me because it was, with a lot of the tactics games, eventually they just put you against something where you have to really just either grind away or just get kind of cheesy with your tactics in order to progress. And so I hit that part of the game, and I kind of was like, do I really want to grind some more levels? Because your grinding is basically just replaying old scenarios. So I'm not sure where I'm going with that one, but I do like the concept of it, and I love the mechanics.
Does it have as many classes and stuff as Final Fantasy Tactics did?
You have characters, but not classes. You've really only got 4 classes, but you've got multiple characters that can do different things in those classes.
Okay.
It's definitely not as versatile for tactics as far as classes go as the old stuff, but it's a nice update to the mechanics.
Okay.
So I've appreciated that. I just booted up Valkyrie Elysium. So I'll have a review for that next week. And then I've played some of the free Xbox stuff to kind of get a taste for it. And honestly, I didn't really like too many of the free Xbox games this week. They were okay, but
you plan on trying out Overwatch 2?
I wasn't a big fan of Overwatch 1.
I wasn't either.
So I probably will skip.
Yeah. I might give it a shot because I have a couple friends that are asking me to play, but...
It is nice that it's free to play.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just don't know what Blizzard's doing sometimes with the calls and stuff. Even Snoop Dogg was like, I'm trying to play. Why are the servers down? Because they shut down the...
Yeah, I've heard that they've had some trouble with that.
Yeah, they're getting DDoSed like a mofo now. But yeah, did you play anything else?
No, but I did check out. I got plenty of news going on.
Yeah, I got a few news too.
So that's all I've played. Before we get in the news, let me talk about the stuff coming out for next week.
Okay.
What you've got to look forward to, and all right. So we got game that we mentioned last week because the anime is coming out, but the Switch is getting a really good version of Nier Automata.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's supposed to be running 1080p, 30 frames per second, and I don't remember. I think the PS4 version was like 720p.
Yeah, people are saying this
60?
is like one of the best Switch ports that they've ever seen carried over as far as like the fidelity and everything.
I may grab it just to be able to play it in handheld mode.
It's amazing.
It's seriously a great game. If you haven't checked it out, that's definitely one I'd recommend. And this is after avoiding it for years until JD was like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Do it.
We are not going to be friends if you don't check it out.
Pretty much. I bugged him until he finally caved in.
Yeah, the soundtrack alone in that game is just awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just amazing. I listen to it when I'm mowing the yard or doing chores and crap at home. Anyway.
It's definitely one of those you must play this game.
Yeah.
You must play this game. So let's dive into some of the news because that's really the only well, we do have another port for the Switch, No Man's Sky, coming out, and a game, Asterigos, Curse of the Stars, kind of a minor one, but that's the only stuff worth mentioning that's coming out. So for next week, we'll have more after that.
All right. Google Stadia is closing up shop.
Yes.
But they seem to have forgotten to tell their devs and employees.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? This really sucks, but we're not going to tell anybody, including the people working on games for us.
Yeah, what the hell? That's kind of shitty. Oh, and if they don't update the Bluetooth controller, it's not going to be able to work with a bunch of other stuff. So it's just going to be waste.
Wasted hardware.
Yeah, which kind of in
Yeah.
this day and age, we should know better, and people should be better.
And this is why I don't buy digital stuff, because you don't own it. So some dude out there has 6,000 hours in Red Dead Redemption on Stadia.
Yeah.
6,000 hours. He obviously lives there.
Mhm.
You know, you get your game sometimes, and it's your comfort thing. You're coming home from work, and this is where you live. And I play a lot of different games, but some people just play the same game forever, and that's their comfort thing. And I feel bad for this guy who has invested so much of his life in this, and it might just be gone.
Yeah, he's begging Rockstar to transfer it over to different platform.
Yeah,
I don't remember which one.
But I mean, you know, what about the guy that has 5,000 hours, and the one that has 4,000
Yeah.
hours, and you know, but so all these people are just like going to be lost.
Yeah.
They won't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of, man,
Yeah,
it's an awful lot of time. I can understand just having it all be gone and be like, what the hell do I have to show for all this time that I put in here?
yeah.
Because I did it with EverQuest.
Yeah, for me it was World of Warcraft. Eventually I just got tired of having so much time in one game. But you know, I could still probably play that. But yeah, that's the scary thing about the digital stuff, is you don't own it. You're just renting it, and it could be gone at any point.
Well, with being able to play with friends, I guess there's a silver lining. You know, it's time well spent with friends.
Yeah.
You're creating memories.
If it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. One of the actors of Horizon Forbidden West may have leaked an expansion in a since deleted tweet.
Yeah. An expansion for possibly that, but a lot of people are saying it's a multiplayer version of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh.
So, and a lot of people are really upset, because why the hell does Horizon Zero Dawn, a 4-year-old game, need a remake?
Yeah, it's kind of getting ridiculous with the remakes that are coming out.
Yeah, it is.
Better news. Crystal Dynamics is testing the waters for rebooting or renewing the Legacy of Kain series.
Yeah, I have a lot of faith in Crystal Dynamics. I think now that they're kind of in a different playing field with Embracer Group, that we'll see better things.
I'm really hoping so, because I remember that I missed that franchise. I love that franchise, but I was also an edgy teenager back when I was playing it, and I was really into Interview with a Vampire and
Sucking
Queen of the
souls.
Damned. Yeah. So we'll see. There's nostalgia there, no doubt. God of War Ragnarok is estimated to be around 40-ish hours.
Yep. Which is a great playtime. 40-hour games, a good 40-hour game is a great playtime.
Need for Speed has been teasing new logos and stuff, so we finally know that the new game will be revealed tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm excited for it. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea.
If you like racing stuff, it's something to be excited about.
You know, I've been excited a lot, and I've been burnt by Need for Speed Criterion.
Well, you got burnt by Gran Turismo big time.
Oh, no shit. Oh, I will never buy another Gran Turismo game, that's for sure.
That was dirty. Dirty.
CD Projekt Red is planning a Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, as well as another Witcher trilogy.
3. Yeah, the trilogy. Yeah. 3 Witcher games, Cyberpunk sequel, and a new IP.
Yeah. And we've gotten a more gameplay-oriented trailer for Dead Space Remake coming out in January. That looks terrifying. The sound engineering on that game, just watching the dev diaries on it, it's just amazing, some of the shit that they're gonna put in this game. Cannot wait. I'm gonna play it as soon as the sun goes down in a dark room. Really expensive headphones.
Yeah, my heart can't take that anymore.
Oh, I gotta go.
But yeah, it's definitely an experience to be had.
Yeah. And that's all I got for news.
So this morning, the PlayStation Stars program officially hit the U.S.
Yeah.
I checked it out. It's as bad as we expected it to be.
Oh, my God. Is it like NFTs?
Okay. I wish it was NFTs.
Oh.
I wish it was NFTs, because if it was NFTs, it would have some value.
How bad do you have to be to have somebody
So-
wish for something they hate?
So you have these campaigns and you have these little things you can do. So like if you basically start up any game this month, you're going to get a digital collectible. If you play a series of fighting games, you'll get a digital collectible. If you purchase, what is it? Yeah, purchasing will get you digital collectibles. But the only way to get points is by spending money on digital products. If you go to the PlayStation Store, get a physical copy, no, not getting any points. You have to buy a digital copy. And I looked at some of the games that they're offering the bonus points for, and you can get them cheaper physically than you can digitally.
Oh my god,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It equates to about 4%. So you're getting it basically when you spend money digitally with the PlayStation Store, you're going to get 4% of points that you can spend. So that's like 4 cents for every dollar that you can spend on other things, other digital products. And
Nintendo's been doing that for years.
Yeah. So it's not nothing. But
it's not a lot of something either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's we don't care about the digital stickers. I mean,
Well, what can you do? You just it's like a just eating up memory on your machine.
Yeah. Haha, I got this digital thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if they turned it into NFTs, at least it'd be worth something.
Yeah.
So, and they do have a couple of digital things you can buy. For $8, you can get your own little digital sticker that you can't get through the other stuff. So, yeah, whatever, Sony. You're not competing. So, in comparison with Game Pass. Game Pass on an average day, I can get 50 cents worth of product by just playing and clicking through their options. That's just an average day. So
without spending any
this
money.
is no money.
Yeah.
This is just free. I'm just being part of the ecosystem. I got a trophy, I get 5 cents. I got, I completed the weekly challenge. I get 10 cents plus a bonus, which after 20 weeks, that bonus is like $2.50 a week.
Yeah.
So
adds up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's all for free. You don't have to spend any money.
Yeah, this is no spending money whatsoever.
Yeah, Microsoft is definitely ahead of the game in that regard.
Yeah, so I'm getting like $20 worth of Game Pass stuff without spending my own money.
Yeah.
And doesn't compare at all to the PlayStation Stars program.
What a joke!
Ridiculous.
I've heard that basically you're just the only benefit to doing buying the digital PlayStation Star stuff is that you get bumped to the head of the queue for customer service.
So there's various tiers.
Yeah.
So you sign up, you get tier 1. To get tier 2, you have to purchase a digital game and get a certain amount. I think it's like 8 uncommon trophies. And then you get bumped up to tier 2. And tier 3 is a certain other amount. Tier 4 to get, which is the highest publicized tier, to get like the bump up to chat and customer service. You have to do 4 digital purchases and 128 uncommon trophies.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, I feel like maybe it's time to part ways with PlayStation.
Yeah, so their loyalty program is not benefiting too many people. You're getting 4%. You're getting a 4% of your purchases back to you that you can spend on other purchases.
Yeah. Oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So, you got any other news in the game?
Sadly, that is where we're going to wrap up video games.
All right, let's move into other
Geekly things.
So, Google Fiber Internet hits a 20 gigabyte download and tests. They're promising about 100 gigabytes a second in the future.
Yeah.
And my prediction is that we will never see this in our lifetime.
Yeah, so Nick and I, being in Montana, the number 50 out of 50 lowest ranked states in the 15th highest speed country for internet, we have sucky internet.
Yeah, but the only I experienced 5G in Salt Lake City when I went for the surgeries and stuff. Watched 2 movies because the hotel Wi-Fi was just down. It was down. It wasn't working, so I just tried out the 5G.
100 people on one router.
Yeah. 2 movies I watched. and Verizon just cut me off.
Oh God,
Yeah, so
no more for you.
Yeah, just the capitalism aspect of all this shit. We'll never see it.
Oh, I've got some capitalism stuff for you.
Do you?
Yeah, when you finish, I got a good capitalism thing.
Yeah. Oh well, that's basically. Oh, and McDonald's is releasing adult Happy Meals. Adult.
That's something to be. I want to be happy. I want a happy. Oh God, they're ugly though.
Yeah,
Did
they
you
are.
see the little
Yeah.
toys? Oh my God, they are ugly. But I love the idea of
Yeah.
an adult Happy Meal. I love that idea. So in the greediest of greed news, here's one for you. So how do you feel about spending $250 for a Magic booster pack?
For just a booster with
it's got a
10
booster
cards?
pack, 15 cards,
15 cards
per booster pack.
No.
You have to buy them in sets of 4, so $1,000.
Oh God, no.
But it's got a Black Lotus in it.
Yeah. Is it okay? So.
It might have a Black Lotus.
Oh, okay. Well, if they're printing more of that cards, doesn't that just take the value of the ones that are already out down? So is it really worth it?
It's even worse than that.
Oh my God.
Because even though it's got like the Moxes, the Black Lotus, which sell for thousands of dollars, which you may or may not get in these booster packs, they're not tournament legal. They're essentially proxies.
Oh my God.
You get 60 proxy cards for $1,000.
And this is for Magic?
For Magic the Gathering.
Like Magic Wizards of the Coast
Wizards
is doing
of the Coast is doing this.
Wow.
Yep. Hasbro, you are going to have to turn in your ethical card.
Yeah.
Because this is bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is very bullshit. Just like the selfie series not having a lot of options. Like I can't even have a full
I have
beard.
stock in at Hasbro. I love Hasbro, and Hasbro is considered one of the most ethical companies out there. They actually win awards for that. But this,
You should try to. You need to be trying to sell me on this then, not
yeah. So you get a 4-pack of boosters, 60 cards for $1,000, and you can't even play with them.
That's terrible.
It's insane.
That's literally just for the collecting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Which I can understand the collecting.
Oh, there's gonna be people to buy
Yeah.
this. Are you kidding? There's gonna be people to buy this.
I don't know. It's not the worst move that I've seen, but it is kind of poopy, I think.
Yeah, like wow, I mean, they might have $10 worth of price in this product making it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever.
You got anything else for?
Oh yeah. So, well, we talked about the Hasbro selfies. Did you want to add anything to that? I think that was the big news that came out of the Hasbro Pulse convention thing.
Yeah. So the Marvel only had 4 options: Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Widow, or Black Panther. And it does a pretty good. You take a couple pictures. You look left. You look center. You look right. You look center. And then they convert it. It makes you look like you're N64.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of options for customization. Like, I couldn't do the full beard.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I was noticing. Is there was maybe like 4 hairstyles, maybe a few more.
Yeah, not a lot of options right now, but it was kind of cool seeing my head on a body of the Mandalorian. Or
I do think that was the most interesting thing that's out of the program. And if you can make a character and you like those,
that Strife helmet was pretty badass, though.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you like the characters that they offer you, like if they had a Doctor Strange, I'd be more interested. But
Yeah.
So I do think that was neat, the selfie set.
Yeah, if they had Puck, I would be all about it.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Also out of the Hasbro set, they're doing a re-release of Heroescape.
Yeah.
Both good and bad news is you're gonna have to pluck down $250 to get started. Yeah, that's a big price for a starter kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
I've heard that is one of the most fun games that people have ever played.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and the models look cool, and it's just a lot for a starter set, $250.
Yeah. Because I was asking when we first started getting into board games, maybe 7-ish years ago.
Still cheaper than Warhammer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no kidding. Reddit was saying if I can get my hands on used copies of Heroescape, that's what I need to do. So I might drop that money.
Well, they're starting it off with a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
So once they hit 800, then it'll be in full production.
Okay. Huh. Nice. Anything else?
Their Magic is adding they're getting a lot of people buying in. Started with the D&D stuff, where they're doing crossovers with like cards from different IPs.
Yeah.
They're going to add a Final Fantasy series to Magic, and they're going to add an Assassin's Creed series to Magic together.
Oh man.
So I really like that, as long as it's regular price. I like the concept of them bringing in other IP, because honestly, the one thing that is just kind of irritating about Magic is it's to me it feels so generic, because it's got its own history, but the D&D set, the Warhammer set just felt like I had a bigger connection to it, because those IPs meant more than whatever Magic has built up. And Final Fantasy definitely, because I have to have a Cactuar card. I got to.
I want like a Chocobo Stampede.
Exactly. Yeah. So the Final Fantasy set, I'm really looking forward to.
Now, if they do a Monster Hunter set,
there you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So they've realized that bringing in other IPs is good for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's worked so well for Fortnite and all the other games that do it. Mobile games are huge on it too, and supposedly it's pretty successful. So, yeah.
There we go.
I want to hop into rumors.
Yeah. You got a good juicy rumor for us?
I have got two.
The rumor mill.
Nice.
Jurassic Park films are not done.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
You could have fooled me.
Yeah. No, they said. Okay, so they said it should have ended after the first Jurassic Park movie.
Ah, hell yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but now they're saying since it didn't, there's gonna be more coming.
so since we didn't stop, we're just gonna keep on going.
Yeah, basically. So you know what? They're gonna milk it until it turns into like some B-list sci-fi movie.
Isn't it already?
Yeah, pretty much. Like it just there's like.
I'm sorry, I lost the love for Jurassic Park after the first one. That to me, I didn't want any more after that.
Yeah, the second one was kind of a miss. The third one kind of brought me back a little bit. I went to go see the first Jurassic World just for the pure, hopefully it recaptures the magic. So yeah, by the last one, it just got really ridiculous. So let it die. Put it to bed.
But we're still making money on it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I probably not much more from me.
Yeah.
Last bit of rumor mill stuff I've got is Marvel.
So do you think it's real? So do you think?
I suppose.
Yeah, where money's involved. Yeah.
When that's 10. Yeah, definite.
Money's involved. There's gonna be another one.
Yeah. Do I hope it's not? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would rather go to the movie theaters and watch the entirety of the Fast and Furious catalog than go and watch another.
Would you watch Barbarian again?
Oh.
Much tougher decision.
If I never so I would suckle on the bottle or the breast of the monster if I never had to watch another terrible Jurassic Park movie or a terrible
unless they take like dinosaurs into space and do something really wacky with it, I'm just done with Jurassic Park.
Yeah, go the leprechaun route.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of like current dinosaurs, they time travel back, and
maybe they'll take a page out of Fortnite and what Magic's doing now and do crossovers. Jurassic Park X Assassin's Creed.
Or maybe it just gets like completely out of hand and the dinosaurs completely take over the earth and all of the humans die. then I might watch it. And then it's just dinosaurs, no humans anymore.
And then the Transformers.
And then maybe the dinosaurs are resurrecting the humans because
oh god,
dinosaurs and lab coats.
We go full circle.
Then Jurassic Park. I might watch another one.
This is the most ridiculous shit that I am picturing in my head right now.
Dinosaurs and lab coats.
I would just like the conversation. Hey, Jimmy. Do you think this is a wise decision? Just remake the first movie, but make all the dinosaurs do shit.
I want to see the Jeff Goldblum dinosaur in the sexy pose.
Oh my god. I'm dying. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Ooh, I almost did the ugly laugh cry. I do. Oh my god!
So
I would
can we
want to see. Okay, that now I want it to happen.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last rumor I got is Marvel is eyeballing a certain actor for to replace General Ross.
Harrison Ford?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think? Hey, I gotta ask you. You think it's true?
That Marvel's eyeballing him, yes. That he'll take it, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of the same opinion. I'd say probably about an 8 that they're eyeballing him. I think it's gonna be low. If he makes it, just because he's old.
Yeah.
And they want these. I'm assuming that they're gonna want these franchises to go on because we haven't seen the Red Hulk yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Red Hulk is coming. She-Hulk is building up to it.
Mhm.
So yeah, Red Hulk is definitely on the way.
Yeah. But I mean, they brought in. Didn't they bring in like Richard Gere and like there's a lot of old actors and actresses that they brought back into in the MCU. So
yeah,
I could see
is
it.
Marvel trying to get Harrison Ford? Yeah. Well, will he bite? I just have my doubts.
Yeah. Well, he already said that he's done after with Indiana Jones. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got for rumors.
Okay. Well, this is OGGR.
Yeah, Old Guys Geekly Review episode 14.
Be good to each other.
Yeah, always.
So the thing I couldn't talk about on the podcast we're talking about.
This is over.
We're still recording a little bit here. So you gave me the
It's all